Self love is not emotional processing, it's behavioral alignment. If your life doesn't reflect your worth, no amount of journaling will ever convince your nervous system otherwise. These are some of my notes from self love this month inside of the Modern Day Spiritualist, my private group on school. Our challenge is about self love for the month of February. And these are some of my notes, and I wanted to share them with you. So let's get into this. I'm Zokai, the modern day priestess. Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome, girl. Okay, get your notes. I have mine, and let's get started. So, we know most people think that self love is all about how you feel about yourself. But what we neglect to think about is that the nervous system doesn't respond to thought. So, how you feel about yourself doesn't really matter to your nervous system. Your nervous system is going to respond to patterns. So you can feel like you love yourself. You can feel and think all these things about yourself. But if the patterns aren't lining up with that thought, with those feelings, your nervous system is going to be like, no, we don't, right? It all has to line up. If you're still tolerating the same treatment, if you are making the same choices, living the same life day after day, the same reality, your body is going to think that you're not truthful. It's not going to believe that you've changed. And so no matter how many affirmations you say, everything gonna stay the same. You cannot think your way into worth. You have to live it into existence. It's not enough to repeat, I love myself. I love myself. You have to live it. And by living it, you're going to show patterns. You're going to repeat certain things. And then your nervous system can say, yep, we love ourselves. And really mean it and believe it. And you'll feel that in your body. All right. Why do the affirmations fail? They fail because there's no embodiment. And this is because affirmations are cognitive. Your identity, that's somatic. Cognitive, somatic. If your behavior contradicts your words, your body is going to trust the behavior every single time. All right. Think about it. You have a partner, right? And you're always saying, this is going to be the last time. And you know what this is. You know what I'm talking about. This. We all know what this is when we say it's going to be the last time. But every time we see that person, we do the this. And so our body is going to say, bitch, this ain't the last time because this is going to be like every other time. Maybe a different position, but this is going to happen this time and every time thereafter that we see them. So when you see them, it don't matter if you like, oh, I can't stand da 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 da. Your body is gonna say, oh no, we want this. Let's go get this. And that's why that happens because there's a difference between what we say and what we do repetitively. All right. Another example, saying that I'm valuable, but still answering those late night what you doing texts. Are you really valuable? Or does it just sound good? Right? That's what your nervous system is thinking. That's what everything inside of your body is thinking and feeling and why it's going to react the way that it does. So it's like telling your subconscious one story, but then acting on another. The nervous system believes what you do, not what you repeat. Now, the outside in identity correction is going to address this. This is my life's work, the outside in method. Outside in work means that you don't wait to feel worthy first. You behave like someone who is worthy. And then the feelings catch up. Hold on one second. Let me fix my shirt. I don't want to give you guys a view you haven't paid for. Okay, so what you're going to change are these things. You're going to change how you dress, how you move, what you tolerate, what you invest in, and what you prioritize. And then when you do this, your identity is going to recalibrate around those choices. When you start grooming yourself like somebody important, your body going to stop identifying as an invisible person. And your body is going to say, we're important. So just because you started grooming yourself like that, small repeatable patterns that now your nervous system can recognize as something different and something safe, your behavior is going to change. Your feeling is going to change. Your thought process, what you say, all of that is going to move like somebody who is important. Identity isn't discovered, but it's installed through action. When I was in this what do you call it? MLM travel group, one of the things that the trainer used to always instill in us was called ACE. And it means action cures everything. And it applies to so many things in life. If you just start moving, get into action, it's going to be the cure. And for us, with this, small, repeatable actions, your body is going to respond to the pattern in ways that you may not even notice at first, which is a good thing. You don't want to notice it because then you're going to be trying to be something and do something. You just want to let it happen and you just want to embody and show up and be, right? Okay, let's keep going. Why does the emotional processing alone keeps people stuck? This is the big one. Processing those emotions without new behavior is just going to create emotional literacy and not transformation. You're going to become aware, but nothing's going to actually change, right? Um, you're self aware, but you're still tired. You're aware, but you're still underpaid, underloved, underseen, all of those things. So you can understand why you attract bare minimum men and still keep dating them. It's like, oh, I know that I should have more requirements if I want something different, but I'm going to keep doing the same thing with these same men. You're aware, but nothing's changing. Nothing's happening because awareness without alignment is just well articulated stagnation. All right. This is exactly why my work is not heal forever and hope. No, it's more prepare your body for the life that you want to live. What do you want to do? You want to heal and hope, or you want to prepare for the life that you actually want to live? The nervous system is not going to shift through any insight. That's why you can read all the books, take all the classes, all the courses, all the therapy, all the affirmations, and nothing's going to happen. It is only going to shift through repeated embodied choices and experiences of safety, of value, of being loved, and choice, right? You don't become confident by convincing yourself. You become confident by behaving like someone who is already chosen. It's all about the behavior, not about what you know or what you say, but about what you're doing. Now, I mentioned earlier in my group that we're doing this self love challenge. It's called the Romance Yourself Challenge. But let me say some things about that because we think that, oh, self love and self care, and it's just bubble baths and candles, all those things. No, it's not just about that, but it's about creating a daily embodied proof of self worth. Not affirming love, but actually practicing it, right? And we're going to do this through how you treat your body, how you structure your day. That's very important. how you show up for yourself. Some of us, we show up for everybody else except for ourselves. And how you let yourself be seen. So, romancing yourself can look like booking the thing, wearing the outfit, taking up space, and not waiting to feel ready. I just don't feel ready. I hear this so many times from my clients. I just don't feel ready. Ready for what? You're not going to feel it if you're not doing anything. You're just not. Romance is not a mood, it's a pattern of self devotion. When I think about romantic partners that I've had, they weren't just the men who was in a romantic mood, because what the hell does that even mean? What does that look like? It was about what they did for me to show their devotion for me, to me. That's what romancing yourself is going to look like. I want you to take that challenge. Join us this month. The link is in the description, as y'all know. But also, the preparation room. This is where you're going to really understand, because I'm going to go in depth about the difference between self love, self care, loving yourself, what that all means, what role that plays in preparing yourself for the version of yourself that you're becoming, for that life that you desire to have that looks very different from what you've done before inside of this in between season. 7 days, no charge, no rushing, go at your own pace. The description for that is also going to be posted. I hope to see you inside of both of those rooms, but if not, either one is going to be great to see you inside of. Like the video, share the video, subscribe if you have not, comment, just do all the things, okay? And I want you to take this with you. If your self love has not shifted your life, it's not because you're broken. It's because self love was never meant to be emotional, it was meant to be structural. Your nervous system doesn't need motivation, it needs evidence. And evidence only comes from behavior. So, girls, stop trying to feel worthy and start living like somebody who already is. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.